All right, wonderful people, welcome back to this wonderful channel where we'll bring you back-to-back update and information as it is. In case you have not joined our social media and what are you waiting for, kindly go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, share, and also remember to on your notification button so that whenever our news drop, you will be the first. We'll collect them. Oh yeah, let's go down to the news proper as it is. You don't share. The matter will be say it dey for my table, it dey rough as it dey be. As it dey be, matter will be say there for my table be say the men of the indigenous people of Biafra, the military wing, will be say they know as the Biafra Liberation Army, where they work in hand with the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, what do they call Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoko Nwokike, man where they born. He say the day where they born, say the oath where he take, we say he go carrying people from freedom come to freedom. It gets waiting. I want make you and I look because of matter where we say a consign Mazi Simon Ekpa. And matter where we say a consign Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Ohamadike, one of Ndigbo, and Mazi Simon Ekpa, one Joko Ohamadike, two of Ndigbo, and one Abwebwe on our Tagare. As see they be, some people don't they say they confused though. Some even they come they ask me saying you could push waiting they happen between the IPOB family say na iso na ndị ọnụ na-eru n'okwu and between the family of the Biafra Republic government in exile. Say some people they say for people where we say the day outside say katakata day oh, say the house don't divide. Say Simon Ekpa they doing own, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu they doing own. Others come they bring Mazi Nnamdi Kanu statement for court, where we say make for court the other day. I say okay, if I come for air, I go clarify everybody. Say make you just watch chant to get there. Please don't touch the dial. Still remember that you are still with us here. You and your one and only Yoko Push Master. I say shout out to all of us of freedom all over the world. Ndị ọnụ na-elu n'okwu, ndị nọ na Uganda, ndị nọ na California, ndị nọ na Finland, ndị nọ na Poland, ndị nọ na Ukraine, ndị nọkwa na Russia, ndị nọ na Nigeria, ndị nọ na obodo Biafra dandam, ndị nọ na Togo, ndị nọ na Zimbabwe, ndị nọ na Mozambique, ndị nọkwa na Kenya, ndị nọ na Tanzania, ndị nọ na Congo Bishasha, Congo Zaire, enwekwara ndị nọ na Guinea Bissau and Guinea Conakry, enwekwara ndị nọ na Mali, nwere ndị nọ na Liberia, Biafrans juru n'ụwa niile. Nsi ka ngụpụlụ na-egwu ụmụ Biafra nye kene, ụmụ Biafra anyị si unu dalụ one n'ụwa, maka na ijebe obodo na ọ bụ na ifulu onye Biafra, ọ ka mma na ịtọ n'ụlọ naba. Ụmụ Biafra na anyị bụ ọkụ, ụmụ Biafra na-emepe obodo, ụmụ Biafra na anyị bụ ọkụ, ụmụ Biafra ebe ọ bụ n'unu batala ife na-eme. Ijegodu na Congo, ije na Zaire, ije na California, ịbakwa na London, ije na France, ijekwa na Togo, ijeza na Liberia, ịbara America, iruzie na Russia, ije na Bolivia, isi ba Lithuania. Ụmụ Biafra juru eju, ebe a na-achụ ego, ebe a na-agba mbọ, ebe na-enyelu ndị ọzọ aka wee na-edozi obodo fa, maka na ụmụ Biafra nwere amamife. Ebe ọ bụ na fa batala n'udo na delele, ebe ọ bụ na fa batalu development abata, ụmụ Biafra na nugo. Welcome back. I say make I use that one entertain you as the matters they be. Concerning that thing where we say I dey talk, where I want make you take judge this matter na the book of Joshua, where Moses was leading the children of Israel, and at the time, because of one thing there, God can't say Moses no go see the land, but he no go feel lead the children of Israel enter there. As this matter dey happen, e get wetin Mazi Nnamdi Kanu talk some time ago. He say, make una listen to Simon Ekpa. Make una listen to Simon Ekpa. He said that man is coming up with a new dimension. He is coming up with a new dimension. He is coming up with a new dimension. I will find out that particular place where Mazi Nnamdi Kanu talked about Simon Ekpa so that you can hear it by yourself. As if he knew what was going to happen to him. As if he knew that he was going to have this issue where he will be incarcerated in the DSS detention, where he will not be able to make broadcasts, where he will not be able to gather people, where he will not be able to bring the people together, where he will not even be able to say his mind, because right there in the DSS custody, I'm telling you, my brother, if you are a wise person, you know that most of the thing maybe Nnamdi Kanu might say from there might be out of duress. And nobody wants to die. So somebody can even say something to save your life at the moment. You can say something just at that moment, make you save your life, go the first, because if you survive. There is this quote, I take it from Muslims, they say, Muslims don't eat pork meat. He say, but if at the end point, and if that pork meat is what you use to survive, he say survive first. Survive what? First. Now, most of the thing where we say MNK feed they talk for that DSS detention fee be waiting they tell them if you talk this one, we go feel free you. But for people where they confused, say MNK and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, are they working together? This parable why I give you, what is it like? Go as a gun. Kiwa manana, when Moses handed over, who did he hand over to? Joshua. And Joshua came with a new dimension and led the children of Israel into the Canaan land, into the promised land. And Joshua said, choose you this day who you will serve. I think it's high time Biafrans stop hiding under the carpet, you know. You know what you want. You know that you want freedom. You know that you want to be free. You know that you want to be set free. You want a country of your own, but you are not saying it out because of what? You don't want to buy. But ndebe anyị si na gidigidi is what is called ugweze. Maka na anyị kọta ma milion ome gịnị? Ọgbala ofufu bo. Na azịza dị n'ukwu na ala eme gịnị? Na ala agbajili agbaji chachali. Azịza mekọta mali n'ukwu na ala agbajikwa na agbaji. Ọ bụrụ m ya ndị? Azịza dị n'ukwu ala agbajili agbaji mancha mancha. Nwee na-asị ndị be anyị ka nsụkwanụ nke a n'Igbo maka na asị na akwụ daa n'ikili eme gịnị? Eje chọbanya bụ nnụnụ nwere ọnụ ogologo maka nnụnụ nwere ọnụ ogologo na-ama akwụ dị n'ikili. Ịghọtago? Nwee na-asị ndị Igbo ndị ọnụ na-elu n'okwu, kedu ife unu na-emezi? Kedu ife unu na-eme? The Igbos, Igbo billionaires, Igbo enterprises, Igbo this, Igbo that. Go all over the world, you see Igbo doing great in their different field of endeavor. Why not come together like the Jews? Come together like the Jews and say, it is our time. Let everybody go back to our place and develop our place. And if you go to America, you find, and London, UK, you will find out that a time will come where there will be a replica of what happened to the Jews, and the same thing will happen to Ndi Igbo. Because as it is now all over the world, Ndi Igbo are making waves. Go to football, go to basketball, go to car race, go to boxing, go to enterprises, go to industry, real estate in other countries, in America, in United Kingdom, in Russia. Igbo people are doing great things there. Even Ndi Igbo are now taking over American educational system. They are taking over. A lot of them are moving on in that system. And I'm telling you that if Ndi Igbo does not take time, there will be a reputation of what happened to the Jews during the time of Hitler, the same thing will happen to Ndị Igbo as they begin to rise to dominate in other territories, in other countries. The time will come when these people will say, all these Igbo people, they want to overthrow us. They want to be better than us. They want to be wiser than us. And they will tell all Ndị Igbo to go. And that will be the time that Ndị Igbo will say, now, we want to rethink. We want to get ourselves. We want to understand ourselves. We want to normalize our things. It is better that ijeri ihe mere onye ọzọ wee mụrụ ihe ka ọ ghara ime gị. Some things understanding. Don't you use something that happened to another person to learn something for yourself in order for you not to make a mistake, you know? Because if you make a mistake, and that is going to become that something has happened to you. Oh, says Kuala no, ndeba ekene munu iya, ndeba ekene munu iya, ndeba ekene munu iya. Okwan water, and most of the people following our channel are all Igbos. And if you give birth to your child in another country and you are not teaching that your child Igbo language, my brother, I tell you, you are making a big mistake. Chinese people are teaching their own language to their children. They have not stopped. Even our people move from here. I have a friend that is in China. He is just learning Chinese language. Why should Igbo language not become like that? Where Ndị Igbo will have their own language. Where Ndị Igbo will have their own language. Their own language. Other people want to become an Igbo person. Other people want to join Ndị Igbo. Other people want to behave like Ndị Igbo. And Ndị Igbo themselves are running away from their own language, which is very bad. Alright, make I carry you go for waiting that happen for Anambra State. It be like say the government of this Nani Tinubu, the government will follow suit with Tinubu na demolition. For Lagos State, demolition. For Abuja, demolition. For Anambra Kuzi, where be homeland of Igbo, another demolition. Make I carry you go for waiting they happen now for Anambra, where the government don't demolish about 2,000 shops where we say e dey for that side of Onitsha as e dey be. Victims of Anambra demolition allege victimization by police and armed thugs. About 2,000 shops owners located at the bank of Niger River along Street Fege, Onitsha South local government of Anambra State have expressed dismay over the demolition of their shops and purported deployment of police and armed thugs to stop them. About 2,000 shop owners located at the bank of the Nigeria along Fege Onitsha expressed this. The victims of the demolished shops, which they use as an equipment and operation office by members of the Sand Miners Association of Anambra State, claim that about 4,000 of their members have been displaced, while multi-million naira worth of equipment were damaged in the exercise. While some of the victims alleged that the demolition was an act of vendetta for not ingratiating some government officials. Others claim they are law-abiding. They also claim paying their levies to both the state and the federal government through Nigeria Inland Waterways Agency in NIWA, and were not given prior notice before the exercise was carried out. But in a swift reaction, the Transition Committee chairman for Onitsha South Local Government Council, Emeka Oji, who contended that he was carrying out the orders of the state governor, Professor Chukwuma Soludo, denied their claims. Meanwhile, aggrieved by the demolition, some of the sand, beach, and shops owners, including the manager of Lake Petroleum Limited, Chief Okechukwu Okoye, who claimed to have lost over 130 shop equipment worth millions of naira, have dragged the secretary to the state government, SSG, Attorney General, and Commissioner for Justice to a federal high court in Awka. Also named as a defendant in the suit are Onitsha South Local Council and the officer in charge of the legal department of the Nigerian police force. The suit, which recently came up before Justice Nnamdi Dingba, was adjourned to April 26 for hearing on the prayer for an injunction restraining Anambra state government from trespassing into Ndende land situated along Niger Street, Onitsha, pending the determination of the motion of enforcement of fundamental rights to own immovable property in Nigeria. When I don't see as it happen, this one na the gbege. The matter will be say they happen for Anambra State. People will be say the day for that fege area around that riverine area for Anambra State where it dey close for River Niger. Don't talk say as they be say government don't demolish their shop and they don't carry government go to court. Say they themselves have their own rights because they don't pay for the place, they pay all the taxes where they supposed to pay, and some of those properties there say now then they own them. Say why government go come they seize and demolish their properties without even informing them. As they be for Anambra State now, they talk say Anambra village under siege as government don't kidnap and don't mess up with Umuaka and don't brutalize citizens will be said in there for that place. As they be, they say heinous crimes are alleged being perpetrated at Obia village, Agulu, Ezechukwu, in Agwata local government area of Anambra State by bandits. It is reported that the villagers have deserted Obia because the daredevil hoodlums kidnapped, metal, and brutalized citizens freely without response from security agencies. Investigations revealed that concerned citizens of Obia village, Agulu Ezechukwu, have appealed to Governor Charles Chukwuma Soludo to come to the rescue of the village, as Obia has been under siege for the past 3 years, with all forms of criminal activities being perpetrated on daily basis, ranging from kidnapping, raping, extortion, and a host of others. For years now, Obia citizens find it extremely difficult to return to their ancestral homes during Christmas and other festive periods for fear of being kidnapped or buried. Further investigations reveal that most of Obia village men have been abducted and murdered in cold blood by the bandits called unknown gunmen. It is said that the likes of Mr. Azubike Ezebunwachili, Mr. Odele Chukwuma, Mr. Fabian Ezobi, and some others were said to be victims of gruesome murder by the kidnappers. It is also reported that Obia village women are not spared as they have been victims of metal and other vices unleashed on them by the criminal elements on daily basis. The villagers are said to be helpless as they besiege Governor Charles Chukwuma Soludo to help flush out unknown gunmen out of Obia. They have also appealed to the governor to establish a police post and a checking point in Obia to serve as a means of deterring unknown gunmen from further occupying the town. Obia villagers further appealed to Governor Chukwuma Charles Soludo to question His Royal Highness Igwe Felix Elebendo, his cabinet, and the President General of Agulu Ezechukwu, Mr. John Paul Ezenwaka, for their deliberate silence over the criminal activities in their domain, even as they begged the governor to help them reclaim their town from unknown gunmen. Meanwhile, the chairman of Obia village, Mr. John Ezobi, when contacted by this journalist, confirmed that the criminal activities perpetrated by the daredevil gunmen in the area were yet to be addressed, although the President General of the community, Mr. John Paul Ezenwaka, when contacted, said that stories of Obia village being surrounded by unknown gunmen were mere falsehood intended to tarnish the image of the town. But the traditional ruler, His Royal Highness Igwe Felix Elebendo, on his part, mandated this journalist to seek any information he needed about insecurity in Obia village from the Commissioner of Police, Anambra State. When I don't see as it happen again, this one for Anambra State, it happen. I say, you know, get as it be where you never be before. Ibu na bezina, na bezina, na mesio gadema. Igbo bene. Igbo bezina, na mesio gadema. Emesio gadema, Igbo emesio gadema. emesi ọ ga-adị mma ụmụ Igbo emesi ọ ga-adị mma ya my people o setela ngwa ka ndobili ahịa ndị mara kpa ojari marakwa ka o si adị ya ga-amasị